Chatelaine Wednesday is coming up. I'm sorry, I'm distracted because somehow a grid came up on my phone. And I cannot get it to go away. I'm out of town this weekend. I've got all of this free time by myself. Now, full disclosure, what I really wanted to do was sit on that bed and just stitch and watch Mama's Family, which I've actually been doing for the majority of this weekend. However, before I left home, I did kind of think to myself, this would be a perfect opportunity to get some Flosstube footage in the can, so to speak, because it has been too long and I don't have a 3-year-old all over me. So I packed up so many projects. I'm gonna insert some pictures here that I kind of posted on my Instagram so that you guys can see. I'm crazy. Like the clothes took up this much of the suitcase and then the whips took up the rest of that and then the top part of the suitcase. Hi, my name is Maggie, aka Kitty Whips, here on Flosstube and on Instagram. Please follow me there as well. I'm much more frequent over there. This is a channel all about cross stitch and I'm so excited for multiple reasons. Number one, the Queen City Stitch Retreat is up and running and we're raring to go and we're already making plans for next year. And you guys, to say that we're ambitious is putting it mildly, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. The other thing is the 2-year anniversary for Chatelaine Wednesday is on March 9th. Super excited. I am hoping to have an all Chatelaine Flosstube episode ready for you guys to go up on the 9th to celebrate. I have become Chatelaine obsessed in 2024. I mean, I was always obsessed, but now that Amy has started these Chatelaine Wednesday Zooms once a month, oh, talk about enabling, but it is just so cool to be in a Zoom with stitchers that get it because they're interested in Chatelaine or Stitch'em or whatever. And you are more than welcome to join us. We would love to have you. All you have to do is contact Fiber Arts Amy on Instagram and she will add you to the list, no problem. Speaking of which, if you are a Flosstuber and you stitch Chatelaines or you like talking about Chatelaines or whatever, please feel free to join us. I would love to be able to create a playlist of just Chatelaine videos from a ton of different Flosstubers. It could be a whole video about Chatelaine or just a segment of your video. If you put up a Flosstube on March 9th to help celebrate, you don't need to help celebrate it, we could just celebrate it. Does that even make sense? You help celebrate something? Because help and celebrate is a verb. Grammar police out there, could you please help me? Is that right? You help celebrate. Anyway, if you are a Flosstuber that would like to either create an entire Chatelaine video or talk about Chatelaine a little bit in your next episode and want to upload it on March 9th to celebrate the 2nd year anniversary of Chatelaine Wednesday, that would be amazing. Just use the hashtag, I don't know, Chatelaine Wednesday tube. I don't know. Maybe I'll insert something clever here. Future Maggie, have you thought of a better hashtag? This is the episode of Mama's Family where Thelma goes to her high school reunion and Naomi caters it. Oh, right. Clever hashtag. Oh, how about... Yes, she did it. I'm just assuming that she did it because it's Maggie. That is for March 9th. Today, I just want to do a regular flun Flosstube. Yeah, that works. I actually feel like I've been stitching a lot. And I was actually monogamous for about a week and a half on a Chatelaine that I will be showing in the next video. Of course, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen a dozen pictures of it already. But still, just, I don't know. So the first project I'm going to show is a little, I guess it's a sow stitch along that I am doing with Fiber Arts Amy and Musings with Jillian, who I really hope comes back to Flosstube one day because I absolutely loved her videos and I'm super excited that I know her now and can hang out. Actually, on one of the Chatelaine Wednesday Zooms, we started talking about Mirabilia and how we'd like to stitch an entire Mirabilia in silks. We decided on the Muse. So the Muse from Mirabilia is going to be my very first all silks Mirabilia. And all that means is that instead of using the DMC, we've subbed out for silks. We actually got our silk packs from Victoria Clayton. The cool thing about Victoria is she actually kitted up the silks for us. This is how it comes. This is her information. It's handdyedfibers.com. Anyway, she sends these, she puts hers on spools, right? And then on the spool is her name of the silk. If you've asked her to kit up a specific Mira or whatever, it doesn't have to be Mirabilia. She also includes a little conversion list. So this is specifically for the Muse. And then she converted all of the DMC for us and then included the list. This is the DMC number, and then this is the Victoria Clayton number. Isn't that neat? And I'm loving her silks so far. Here is where I am on the Muse. I'm gonna hold it back just so you can see the fabric color a little bit better. Look pretty. So these are silks here. And the fabric's not quite as, you know, modelly in real life. Isn't that pretty? This is Green Goddess fabric from Seraphim Hand Dyed Fabrics. I am very excited to find the picture I want. I'm really excited to see her on this fabric. I think she's going to be pretty cool. And what is this adorable project bag that the Muse is in? Just saying, maybe keep an eye out for some news coming. This is the Kalo Mermaid from Nora Corbett. Now, the Kalo Mermaid is, what is that dust? Do you see it? It was like flying around. Bye, Dusty. The Kalo Mermaid was a pattern that Nora offered on her Patreon account. So this is not anything to do with Mirabilia or anything like that. This is just a pattern from her Patreon. She takes them down after so long on the Patreon, and then that's that. So this is not a pattern that is currently available, but it's beautiful. And if I can find her original sketch, because there's not really a cover photo for these, I will insert it so you guys can see how cool she's gonna look. I am so excited, and I'm getting pretty close on her. Ooh, she's so pretty. Look at that. Oh my God, doesn't she look so good? I have been stitching on her the most while I've been watching Mama's Family. This fabric is Fish Free from Oak Crown Studios. Oh, I love it. I'm almost done with this stitching this purple on her tail. And then I get to finally do the fun stuff, which is her skin and gorgeous face. And she has a big floral, well, if you saw the sketch, you see it. I'm very excited. And then all of these blanks are beads. Oh my God. I am super excited. Oh, I love this pattern. I love Nora's Patreon patterns because they're so different from everything else she does everywhere else. And I really like it. She has a flair for the macabre. Is that how you say that? Macabre? Macabre. 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 You know what I'm saying though, right? I can think of about 3 of you specific people that are yelling at your screen right now, trying to get me to say it correctly. What? Another cute project bag. Wow. It's in this small of a project bag. I'm tying this back to Nora, I swear. So the Kalo Mermaid's a Patreon pattern. What is in this super awesome project bag is also from her Patreon. I think this one's down now too. It's called Lover's Eye. I'll try to insert a picture of the sketch. And I'm so excited about this one. Back in the day, and we're talking like 1800s, I think, whenever someone would have a scandalous affair, They couldn't really swap pictures of each other, you know, things, or they'd get busted theoretically. So what they would do is they would send their lover a portrait of their eye. They would like have just one eye of theirs painted, right? And then they would send that to the lover. So then if they got caught with that, it'd be like, well, how do you know whose eye that is? Days before the internet. Anyway, I'm just stitching this on an Aida, oatmeal Aida, because fancy. I love my oatmeal Aida. So I haven't gotten too big into this, but I'll tell you why I haven't, because I did this whole circle, as you can see, in the wrong color, so I had to frog it. Luckily, I had my beautiful seam ripper. Do you like this? It's pretty, isn't it? Don't you want one? The reason why I'm so excited, from the first time I saw it, I really wanted to put it on I think they call them shaker boxes, those little tiny boxes with the stitch on the top. I really wanted to do that with Lover's Eye. So I got me a kit. I got this off of Etsy. It's the actual kit for the whole box. And then this Aida came in the kit. So I'm like, oh snap, I'm just gonna use that. It comes with the materials to do this specific pattern. I've got this fun little thing. So if I ever feel like stitching them, raspberries. I think that's gonna look really neat. Oh, and the cool thing is Nora added a teardrop to the eye, and of course she used a crystal treasure for the teardrop, y'all. I am so excited. I'm so excited to use. Sparkle makes me happy. Everything is better with glitter. The next project is old school. It's from the BG Designs book 5. I can't really show you the picture, but this is one of those 1980s punny books. I love puns, y'all. They make me happy. It's actually a really cute kind of book, though. I'll flip through it. See how it's like hand-drawn charts? This was, what, 1980, I think? I got it for a couple bucks at my used bookstore, and it was because I found a pattern that I wanted to do for a snarky swap that I joined. And as soon as I saw this one, y'all.
$2,000 years later.
The day just started. And I'm already hissed off. Can I just say, if you at all think what just happened in your face from your television or phone was funny, we can definitely be friends, because this kind of stuff just lights up my life. It drives my kids crazy, because you know the old like stereotype of the dad jokes, and don't get me wrong, their dad does have some really bad jokes. They're not even dad jokes, they're just bad jokes. I am like the pun mom. So what would that be? Mom puns. That's what it would be. And this kind of stuff, I will laugh for 5 minutes straight. And my kids are stoic. Like, this is not even funny. Anyway, I just have to finish him. I got to finish him with something. I don't know that part. Maybe attach him to a canvas and do like a small wall hanging, or I don't know, maybe find a frame. Actually, I guess I can take him off this Q-snap now. This is just a piece of random no-name Aida from Catherine Maples, I believe. This one goes in my Kathy's Posies bag from Etsy. This was actually a gift from my beautiful Fiber Arts Amy friend, and she gets me. So that's that cute little bag. Do you know Mrs. Peggotty? I apologize, I don't know how to say it. I want to say Peggotty because that sounds like whimsical and cute, but is it Peggotty? I don't know. Somebody correct me, please. Which way is it? They make the most amazing patterns that are like portraits, authors. They've started doing movies, and they did a Young Frankenstein, like with Igor and Frederick, that are in black and white, and they're so cool. I finally pulled the trigger on one of their patterns, because they did, I think, Jane Austen, some Bronte characters. I'm Team Austen. But then I saw this one, and that pulled the trigger. I was in the cart, out of the cart. It was mine. Oh my God, it's Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka. The only Willy Wonka. I'm kidding. Love whatever Wonka. Love your Wonka. Love whatever Wonka you want. Love your Wonka. No, that's not. Your Willy. Y'all know what I mean. You are welcome to enjoy. I'm just going to stop. I freaking love this so much. It just makes me happy. And it's spot on. Look at the border with the candy canes, little gumdrops. Of course, he's like, looks like he's seated on a throne the way the frame goes. Oh my gosh. And the candy down here. And he's got the little flower teacup that he eats at the end of Pure Imagination. I love that song so much. I really love that song. I love the whole movie, but it's that song and it's him. I just love this. I have requested, I want them to do Pee Wee Herman so bad. And I really hope she does it. Wouldn't Pee Wee Herman be amazing? I love Pee Wee. Oh, right, I started this one. I'm using a 14 count lavender Ada. And this is how far I've gotten, not very. This is actually his face. And honestly, it may go this way. I don't know. But I really thought that this would be, even though you're not really going to see the fabric, I don't know. It just made me happy to go with a color versus just white. And then I can leave some of the fabric showing when I finish it. I cannot say enough also about the quality of her patterns. And I'll tell you why. So she's got the full DMC list here, right? Because of the full coverage nature of her patterns, she'll give you a page of the layout. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, however many pages, so that you kind of know where you are. I wanted to start in the middle. So I'm at his face, like his face hole is basically the middle. This is what I love about her patterns, her specifically. Because I started in the middle, I'm on page 6 of the pattern. She has the DMC list on each individual page. So you can print out a page. I'm a paper stitcher. If you're a paper stitcher as well, you can print out a page and you don't have to flip and like find your list or whatever when you have to swap colors. It's really smart. I wish more designers thought about the reading part of cross stitching. And I'm no designer. I've got the WinStitch program. I don't know how to use it at all, but I assume that designing is difficult. Absolutely respect that. But I think that so much thought, rightfully, goes into the designing and charting of the patterns that the layout and the, readability of the chart is not as paid attention to as I think it should be. Does that make sense? Like, it matters where you put your DMC list, and it matters how you list it. Something as simple as put your DMC in numerical order. Please don't make me skip around, because then it's like, okay, then I picked my 27, and then I get to the end of the list, and all of a sudden I needed 28, and I didn't look for, I don't know. And even the above and beyond features, like for Mrs. who adds the DMC list to each individual page, just those little touches makes your pattern, the pattern itself, more exciting to be around and interact with. than having to feel like, where was that? What is this? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I've done a lot of work on my strawberry shortcake. This is a vintage pattern from the 80s. It was the American Greetings One World of Strawberry Shortcake, I think is what the book is called. There's a bunch of patterns in it. It's super cute. Don't pay a ton of money for it if you want it, okay? Just don't. I'm using a fabric on this one from Fiberlicious that's called Summer Soiree. So pretty. This is where I'm at on this strawberry shortcake. I finished her shoes. And now she has an empty face. Her and Custard. These, man, older patterns stitch up extremely fast. Am I the only one that thinks that? Is it just because they didn't use a ton of, I don't know. I am going down some rabbit trails today, y'all. I stitched her like this on the fabric because I'm going to add a blueberry muffin right there. Cheesecake and blueberry muffin. Right? Yeah. Melanie Rowe, a gorgeous stitcher on Instagram, very well known in the Mirabilia community, started a fabulous sow for Leap Day called the Mirabilia Leap Day Sow 2024. I think that's right. Basically, Melanie's thought is that we have 4 years to get this one stitch done. So we are going to be with each other for the next 4 years and then catch up and see who's left standing and who finished theirs. I decided to start Fairy Flora from Mirabilia. This was an old kit that I got off eBay, and it was the only one that I have kitted from like top to toe. Every single thing's already there because it was a kit. I decided to just go with it. I'm just using the kit stuff. I like the called for well enough. It was in there. It was available. And I like it, so fine. And that is my teensy little start. I've got 4 years, which means I have 3.5 years to not think about it, and then another 6 months before the deadline to try to get it done and not even come close. Hashtag goals. Hashtag crushing it. This is Moana for Make It Pink. I want to stitch all of Ashley May's stuff. She has charted so many of these amazing art pieces from Hannah Alexander, and she's so good. This is for a friend of mine who loves Moana. I had not worked on her in a while because I made a mistake. So she went to timeout until I felt like looking and finding the mistake, which I think I did. We're gonna hope I did. So I backtracked and pulled out and started. Did the toilet just randomly flush? Because it's only me in here. Hello? Wash your hands. Anyway, this is where I've gotten. Not super far, but a little bit further. One of my friends on Instagram asked me about the state of Tiana. My At the Met conversion. This is At the Met from Mirabilia. She's gorgeous as is, but I am attempting to reimagine her as Tiana from Princess and the Frog. Tiana is my favorite princess, and I actually got some more work done on her sash. So, yay me! This is where she's at. I'm working on the bottom of her sashie. Not sure why I just said sashy. Sorry, her sash. I'm using Fall in Love linen from Fiberlicious. It is so perfect for this project. It's just perfect. Y'all, I'm super excited about this one. Miss Honeybee, this is a Nora Corbett pattern. And it wasn't until I saw a picture of someone else's stitch of her that I went, oh, I gotta stitch that ASAP. I found the most amazing fabric from the Primitive Hair, and she is almost done. Look at this. Ugh. Wish the camera would quit messing with my fabric. That's better. You guys get it, right? So I just need to bead her wings, finish beading up here. And then I've got to go back in with the black whisperer. So all the half stitches that you see, I'm going to do the top half of the stitch with the black whisperer. Oh, and bead her little thingies. Isn't she awesome? Oh, I love her so much. Just another slam dunk. Look at how those yellows look shiny on her dress. Just such a great touch. Y'all know that I finished Day Nymph and Mirabilia recently, so I decided that I had to start her sister, because finishing her just gave me the energy that I needed to even think about starting her, because unfortunately Night Nymph has easily twice as much of that black walnut Valdani as her sister did. Thanks a lot, Night. Again, I'm just using the called for fabric for these ladies. This is, I do not know which way this goes up, but this is basically all I've gotten done. I did a skin conversion on her sister, Day Nymph, Night Nymph. I'm leaving as charted. There were never such devoted sisters as these two. I'm gonna pop in a picture for this one. This is Lovebirds from Autumn Lane Stitchery. This is one of 2 stitch-alongs that we're doing for the 2024 Queen City Stitch Retreat. We picked Lovebirds and we picked Horrid Old Hag. I'm just using all DMC 818. Which I think if I had thought about, I'm kind of on a silks kick lately, I maybe would have tried to see if I could find some fun silk. But it's fine. I really like the 818 on this fabric. This is Maggie linen. And yes, it is me, Maggie, from Oak Crown Studios. So if you want a piece of me, go to oakcrownstudios.com. Persephone from Mirabilia. I want to get her done in the worst way. And I was going to start focusing on her. And then I started Halloween Kitty Mandala from Chatelaine. And that was the end of that. Bye-bye, Persephone. But she's still where I can see her as I'm stitching on other things, because I do want to finish her. I'm in love with the fabric she's on. I just love it. This is what I'm getting her on. And I think she's going to look absolutely incredible on this fabric. This is another Fiberlicious fabric called Maldives, and it is regularly available. I highly recommend it. If you need any sort of vibrant blue-green. Ooh, you know what else would be good on this is Unicorn Tapestry from Tiny Modernist. Do I have that right? Yeah, Tiny Modernist, and it's called Unicorn Tapestry. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get some more of this for that. Ooh. Okay, I need to order some fabric and start a SAL and start a group chat and start a Zoom. This is Woodland Fairy from Mirabilia. I believe she just recently went out of print. Yeah, recently. You know how that goes. I am using yet another amazing Fiberlicious fabric for her. This one is called Evergreen, I believe. Go check. No, it is not even close. This fabric is called Winter Musings. It was one of the fabrics of the month in 2023. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't know, as soon as because I got the pattern around the same time I got this fabric. And for some reason, I just immediately thought of the Woodland Fairy for this dark green. All right, y'all. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you Halloween Kitty Mandala, because I'm sure you'll watch my Chatelaine video and not care one bit about seeing it twice. And I may have more done on it by then. No, I won't, because if I shoot it now, oh, Maggie, you're lucky you're so pretty. Halloween Kitty is sitting in this rockin' project bag from Jasmine Custom Bags. I love the Care Bears. My favorite was Funshine. I had Funshine when I was a kid. But it's an awesome bag. My beautiful opalescent friend, Allie, got it for me. She was very sweet. Thank you, Allie. I don't know why my voice went all gravelly. Please enjoy the picture I shall insert here. I didn't care about stitching this one. And then I saw someone in the Chatelaine support group post it on this beautiful purple fabric. And I immediately went and bought the pattern and started kitting it up. I was like, oh, I got to have it. My beautiful friend, Fiber Arts Amy of Oak Crown Studios, she just dyed a piece of purple fabric for me, and I'm so grateful. And I'm sure she would do the same for you. All you have to do is contact her at oakcrownstudios.com. I swear I'm not sponsored. This is where I'm at. So this week for Chatelaine Wednesday, I finished my last cat and added their treasure braid whiskers. And I've gotten the center entirely stitched. I am loving this. That center was extremely fun to stitch. And if you like Halloween, I highly recommend this chatelaine. It is one of the fastest, easiest chatelaines I've ever attempted to stitch. I think we did it, y'all. Awesome. All right, well, that was great. I guess I'll go back to watching Mama's Family. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you are stitching every single thing that you want to stitch. And if you need permission to start something, I give you blanket permission now. It was supposed to be a wand, but I think it just looked like a whip. You can do it if you want. You don't have to, but you should. Just start it. Just start it. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Trust me. Your other whips are lonely anyway. They said they need fresh blood. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell for notifications so you know when a new video is uploaded. I'm truly hoping that the frequency with which I post will ramp up in the next few months. That would be great, wouldn't it? Please feel free to follow me on Instagram at Kitschy Whips. Like I said, I post the most frequent there. Again, the 2-year anniversary of #Chatelaine Wednesday is Saturday, March 9th. If you are a floss tuber that stitches chatelaines or you just want to talk about a chatelaine, please feel free to tag me in that and I will add your video to the playlist and share it all over because I think that would be so fun. And I will say there is a severe lack of chatelaine floss tube episodes on YouTube. So let's just flood the market, as they say, and get up a bunch of videos talking about these amazing patterns. I hope I will have mine up on March 9th. Thank you very much for spending time with me. I love spending my time with you, and I've missed you guys a bunch. Okay.